are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
3, 2, 1.
Hush. Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdouts Newsstand, and I want to actually talk about some new photos and some evidence that I have recently surfaced when it comes to the AH and JD case. There is a lot here to unpack, and I'm wondering why more and more of this evidence is coming out when it wasn't used and it could have been very beneficial to the UK trial. But even so, it's good it's coming out now. It's not only good for public opinion, but it's actually good, for the trial that's coming up next year. So we're going to take a look at that. I think it's definitely something worth discussing. It is from BILD, and that is a German newspaper. And I had never heard of them until they reported about the investigation from the LAPD. And I do believe that Adam Waldman had specifically spoken to them and gave them a statement. We went over that before. I'll link it up in the cards. But we're going to talk about BILD. We're going to talk about just the wonderful Miss Amber. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit subscribe. I really appreciate it. Make sure that you hit like. Leave me a comment down below. Helps with the algorithm. And honestly, I just like hearing what you guys have to say. I definitely look forward to it. So take a look. Now, this is the original newspaper. Is it odd that it feels like it's been a very long time since I've seen a printed newspaper? Everything has gone digital so fast that something like this, it feels foreign anymore. Not that that's a bad, okay, it's probably a bad thing, but even so, it's nice to see that it's still being utilized. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm more digital than I realize, but this whole article, yeah, I can't read it. And I want to thank QWERTY, Qwerty, for actually translating the entire thing. And that's what we're going to actually take a look at. But I wanted to show you the article, and I tried pulling it up on their website, but you have to pay for it. It's behind a paywall. So I tried paying for it. It was $3.99. Okay. And for some reason, they don't accept anything but Visa, so I used a Visa, and it wouldn't accept it. It said it was ineligible or something. Maybe it's because it's America. I don't know. Don't ask me. So we're going to take a look at what it actually says in a lot more readable fashion. And so it says, show surprising pics of JD and his ex. Do these photos unmask Amber Heard as a liar? Oh, I said the name. Okay, demonetize. Shortly before, she said he brutally abused. Yeah, I probably should be more careful with that, right? So now they're going to talk about these pics are from Depp and the Caribbean island Little Hall Pond Clay in the Bahamas, and they've never been seen before. I've never seen these. I do know quite a while back, Adam Waldman actually posted a picture from similar time period. It was 2 weeks after, and I did talk about it briefly in a different video. I didn't do a dedicated video because 2 weeks with makeup and a lot of time, I felt like, it could possibly have the chance that, if you had a few bruises on your forearms or something like that, not realizing the full effect of just exactly what she said with broken ribs. And it's not like I've never broken a rib before or broken a jaw for that matter, but these things don't heal in 10 days. And that's what we're going to look at, right? So Caribbean Dream, more like a curse. Now, the first picture they actually show off, and they say this is more exclusive, new evidence, and they shine a very different light. Now, these photos from the Love Vacation were shot by Greg Williams in December of 2015. Now, if you were at this channel when we went over every day of the trial last summer, you'll remember that in December of 2015, not only did she do this, Not only did she say he did, broke her nose, broke her ribs, broke this, she also went on a late night talk show the night after. Now, there was 2 separate occasions in December, but even so, there was no broken lip. There was none of this stuff. So really, none of this surprises me, but it is nice to see new and continuing to see new evidence. Now, this says it is only 10 days before. I'm assuming it means after. Could have been lost in translation. Maybe JD is said to have brutally mistreated Amber. Okay, so if it was before, it wouldn't make sense. I'm assuming at this point that was probably lost in translation and meant after. So we're going to take a look at the first picture. I want to kind of show you as they come in 10 days. Okay, she's mildly covered up, but if you actually take a look and you zoom in a little bit on her facial region, you can't see any issues whatsoever. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Okay, yeah, we know it did. But, and these were just now released, right? So brutally that we talked about this. Even the bed frame splintered. She was saving Whitney's life and he slammed her into the bed and it played a key role. Because Amber said it was true in the UK trial. Now, new photo evidence just has not been available. I wonder if this Greg Williams specifically gave it to them, or if it has more to do with maybe Adam. I'm not sure, or they're going through. So basically what Amber said was, I had bruised ribs, bruises all over my body, 2 black eyes, a broken nose, and a cracked lip. Now, these pictures. A happy, radiant Amber with cuddles with Johnny Depp, jumping on the beach and riding the waves at high speed in water tubing. We're going to take a look at those pictures. How does this all fit in? Well, it doesn't. Yeah, and they did say they talked to an emergency physician, and it says both a broken nose and a bruised rib cause very severe pain. Yes, they absolutely do. You don't necessarily see it on the outside, but the nose has been operated. If it's broken, a bruised rib only starts to heal after 14 days. Now, so that also says there's no medical certificate, which just is huge. Why did they not have this? I would love to know if anyone knows why. Let me know down below in the comment section. No medical certificate of any x-rays on the broken nose, and you would also have to have that on her ribs. And they would probably be looking not only for broken ribs, but any sort of other tissue damage and stuff. Not an x-ray, but even so. Amber's private nurse, who she called 2 days after the incident, testified at the time she could not see any visible injuries. Come on, who's falling for this? Like, honestly, who is falling for this at this point? How can you honestly take this woman seriously? There's no way she had a broken nose. There's no way that she had broken ribs and didn't get an x-ray. There's no way she wasn't in the ER. There's no way she wasn't on, some sort of heavy duty painkillers. There is absolutely no way. So let's go ahead and take a look at these pictures. That's one of her water tubing. Nothing. She had a broken nose. She would have very blackened eyes after 10 days. And not to mention, probably, if it was truly broken right in the middle, she would probably have some sort of splint on it. There's no way. I understand you can say about the broken lip, but the broken nose, it doesn't just go away. So today's decision vindicates courageous evidence. Now, this is from Adam. Now, he has, been kicked off of Twitter for reasons, because Twitter, I don't know, there wasn't really ever a good reason given. So she said I had bruised ribs, bruised all over my body, bruised on my forearms, and that's what I said initially that could have been make-upped and within 2 weeks been actually kind of covered up, but on the forearms from defending blows, yes, but your 2 black eyes, your broken nose, none of that actually could be. So we've got some pictures here, and they're nothing extravagant. They're nothing that really you wouldn't expect to see from just a happy couple on the beach, but the proof is in the pudding, so to speak. If my computer ever loads up, there we go. There's no issue whatsoever. You can check her midriff region. You see nothing. And I think it's funny. We talked about this briefly a while back when she says, he was so big. He was twice my size. Girl, yes, you're thin, but you are tall for a woman. Honestly, I don't know how tall she is. I have to look it up. But she's definitely tall for a female, going that high next to Johnny Depp. So there's nothing wrong here. And this is really good evidence. And this is a really good start. Oh, I'll throw them on the screen. There we go. See, and you can see right in her rib region. Does she think we're absolute idiots? It's kind of pathetic at this point. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of pathetic that people believe her. Yeah, it really, really is. So let me know, of course, what you guys think about this. I will link the original tweet in the pinned comment. That way you guys can take a look at it. My computer is super slow. I apologize. But at least you'll get the feel of what I'm trying to say here. 2 weeks for ribs. When I broke my ribs when I was younger, it was 6 weeks to just be re-seen. And there was still bruising for about 12. So anyways, let me know, of course, what you guys think about this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.